It's been scary. You wonder, is my business going to succeed through this? I had faith that we would come back. I just knew it would take a little bit of time.
You pushed me out 2 months.
Many businesses are taking steps to get back to work after a shutdown that lasted 7 weeks. Welcome back to Upfront. Businesses can open now if they choose, but will customers come back? There's a lot to consider, and we're talking about all of it now with the leader of a Wisconsin-based company. Jason Westhoff is the president of Cousins Subs, which is headquartered in Menomonee Falls. We appreciate your time today. So this is a little bit tricky, I'd say, for people running businesses right now because there are different orders depending upon where you live at this point. So what are you doing at Cousins Subs? How are you advising your locations to proceed?
Yeah, with 72 counties in the state of Wisconsin and with us doing business in roughly, let's say, half of them, we're having to do a localized approach. We're working with Wisconsin Restaurant Association to understand what the local mandates are, but what we're seeing right now is there's 4 different buckets of mandates that are occurring. We've got people who are extending through the original 26th of May date. We've got people who are extending for 6 days. And then we've got some localized municipalities like Mequon that they're creating their own set of plans. And then we got some other people who just basically are moving forward with business as is. So I think really from my standpoint, it's just making sure that we've got our arms around that.
How do you juggle the safety of the employees, the safety of the customers, and also, of course, thinking about your bottom line?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us is we started to see our first impacts on March 14th, and by the 16th, we had enhanced all of our cleanliness standards within the stores. And like everybody else, we migrated through this, the changes with, the addition of gloves for non-food handling positions, the masks for our employees. We've shipped masks to each of our stores. The state of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Restaurant Association has made those masks at the discretion of the employee. And so we're getting feedback from guests and customers on the likelihood of whether or not that will ever move forward as a mandate, as we've seen in some other states. But I think really from that standpoint, we also put plexi shields in place for each of our registers. And about a third of our business that used to be in-store ordering has moved to third-party platforms or online platforms.
How comfortable do you think that customers will feel coming back, even when they're allowed to do so?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a wide range of it, right? It's people will react differently. There are people who are in fear of this, and they probably are going to be the last people to enter restaurants, so they'll self-police in that manner. There's going to be other people who, feel like their personal liberties have been encroached on, and they're probably going to be the first people out in the dining rooms, and there's going to be the large group of people in between. So I think really from our standpoint, our expectation is we're going to set our dining rooms up so they actually have social distancing measures in place, such as not putting any chairs at the tables in between. But then the other thing is we're going to rely on some self-policing of the guests, and then we're also going to have to police it ourselves as managers of the restaurant, which is unique to us.
We've heard about these huge numbers of unemployment. And could you put in perspective, I guess, how much a business like yours has lost over the last 2 months?
Yeah, I mean, overall, we're down around 20-25%. We were down significantly worse the first 3 weeks. And then after the first 3 weeks, things started to get better. We're at the point now, actually, where 40% of our stores either have a drive-through or have a pickup window. And those stores are actually flat in sales versus last year. So we're extremely fortunate in that standpoint. But the stores that don't have the benefit of the pickup window actually have been pretty adversely impacted, around 30% down. And that has a major impact on their bottom line.
We've seen businesses, especially restaurants, it seems, get really creative throughout this, trying to get their customers to still come back in some way. So what are some of the changes you think that will last longer, even when coronavirus isn't a factor anymore?
Sure. The biggest thing for us is we had third-party delivery already in place, and we already had an online ordering app in place, and we were very, very fortunate to have just rolled out our loyalty program just in advance of all of this. The biggest thing that we've seen is a huge migration of people to our loyalty app with over 75,000 subscribers that have occurred in the last 5 months. We're seeing people ordering online in more frequency than they ever have before, which is really good because it allows them, it expedites the ordering process for them versus if they came in the store. We instituted curbside and easy pickup, which basically is a contactless system where the guests can come in and grab their food and leave without making connections with any other human. Those things are probably here to stay.
So much planning goes into this. What are you expecting in terms of business, say, in the next year?
Oh, in the next year, It depends on what happens in the fall. What you're reading and what you're hearing is that this could be an 18-month to 2-year cycle, depending on how it ebbs and flows between the northern and southern hemisphere, whether or not it comes back in the same form or format, what happens with getting any sort of vaccines in place. I think at the end of the day, we're just going to have to take it 90 days at a time. My anticipation is that as the longer this exists, the more normal it becomes to people and the more they're going to adapt to it. So I would expect that business could be normal next year, but it depends. For us, it's really going to depend on how many restaurants actually survive this. And we're hearing somewhere between 10 to 20% of those restaurants won't survive this.
Definitely just one of the sad realities. Jason Westhoff, president of Cousins Subs, thank you for your time today. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Coming up, the DNC versus the RNC. Upfront reporter Matt Smith is covering how the two national parties are approaching their conventions.